My daughter had this candy from Japan. It's like a little samurai sword with a little cardboard. Actually, it's multiple cardboard throwing stars. And she hadn't eaten it, and I was a little peckish for something sweet. So I opened it, and it was like a real struggle to figure out how to open this stupid thing. And I opened it, and it's freaking gum. I hate gum. I don't want gum. I want candy. I want like a little, I don't know, like a chocolate candy with like a hard candy shell, or, I don't know, like a malted milk ball, or it could be fruit. It could be anything. Anything but bubble gum. Because I hate bubble gum. So now it's down here because she didn't want it. Now I don't want it. Anyway, what's in the mail sack? Alright, it is Saturday, May 11th. Had to lift my glasses off so I can read. You're smarter than you think you are, idiot. I mean, that is true. I am actually much smarter than I think I am. But it's important to stay humble, you see. One package. It is from eBay. And it is the very definition of an impulse purchase. Ooh, this guy's got all sorts of... Oh, he's got like several different layers of packaging material. I mean, I appreciate it. It's just kind of funny. I know that when I sell stuff on eBay, I reuse a box that I already have because I have so many boxes from so many things I get. And then I just fill it with whatever packing material I can. So I'm not faulting the guy. It's just kind of funny to be on like the receiving end of it. All right, so this is, like I said, this is a complete impulse purchase. To use the parlance of our times. Let's open it, and I will tell you why it's an impulse purchase. Oh, there's a weird smell in there. It kind of smells like weed. Bam! Double Dribble for the NES, complete in box. So why was this an impulse purchase? This was an impulse purchase because, first of all, I'm not really like a sports game guy. I did briefly in the 90s get into basketball as a way to bond with my father. And so I have like all of the, what are they called? The EA games. They were like every year is like, and the Lakers, Celtics, NBA playoffs. Bulls, Blazers, NBA playoffs. Bulls, Lakers, NBA playoffs. There are a lot of Bulls, man. The Bulls were on freaking fire in the 90s. Anyway, other than that, I really don't like a lot of sports games. If there's a good sports game, I will get it and I will enjoy it. But Double Dribble is apparently a good sports game. And it's one that I never got when I, technically younger, but I was in my 20s by the time I got an NES. But yeah, I never got it. I never played it, and it was never on my radar. But I saw somebody on TikTok that they played like a clip from Family Guy, which I don't watch Family Guy. I think Family Guy is really stupid. But They played a clip from Family Guy where they were playing Double Dribble, and like the joke was that there's like this corner you could go into and always score like a 3-pointer or something. And what's his name? Cleveland is like, okay, I'll play it with you, but you can't do that glitch. And then, you know, he proceeded to do the glitch the whole time. Anyway, the person who did the video, they like did that, and then they stitched it with the actual gameplay of the game, playing it, and talking a little bit about it. I think, I don't remember. Anyway, it was like it was like, oh man, that does look pretty cool. And I immediately after watching the stupid TikTok, I went onto eBay and found it complete in box and bought it, because I have a problem. Saturday, my dudes. Thursday, my dudes. May 13th. There's a strength in being quiet. Now someone just needs to tell that to your coworkers. All my coworkers are remote. I work remotely. We all work out of home offices. Being quiet would mean that they don't send me, you know, Slack DMs. And they don't. So, this thing's dumb. Also, there's a very small number of papers left. I am 100% certain that that is not going to last the rest of the year. One package. A package that I am honestly pretty excited about. This is from, what is it? Nixie NXI? Is it Nixie Game? This is their logo. That's their logo. But I am excited. And you will see why as soon as I get it open. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that beautiful baked beans. Alright, so this is the Nixie Warrior. Not to be confused with the Nixie Wizard. Let me go get that. So this is the Nixie Wizard. I have another Nixie Wizard. Well, I have another Nixie Wizard, but I don't know where it is. That's not good. I got a silver one too. But the Nixie Wizard is a GameCube style controller with Hall effect joysticks, I might add, that is for the Switch. And like literally, you can take these. This is so awesome. It's Nixie NYXI. I think I might have misspelled them in the beginning, but they are NYXI. But you take these things, you put them on your Switch, and you can play your Switch like that, or you can put them in this thing that I'm struggling to use, and play it like that. And I love it. I played the Metroid Prime remake, or remaster, whatever it was called, with this, so that I could get the full, authentic GameCube experience. Anyway, so what is this one? This is the Nixie Warrior. That's the Nixie Wizard. What is the Nixie Warrior? Well, it is a Bluetooth controller that works with the original Nintendo GameCube, and also with the Wii. It also works with the Switch and the Windows, but I am not going to be using it for those. I am going to be using it for my GameCube and my Wii. There we go. Couldn't tell if this thing was attached to the inner box. I'm an idiot, and I like keeping the boxes in tip-top shape. Let's look at this guy. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I'm excited because I have a GameCube controller. Let me get it. Alright, well, I have one. A purple one, in fact. An original GameCube controller, but I don't know where it is. I also have the Wavebird Wireless, but I don't know what I did with both of them. I don't know what the hell I did. I'm gonna have to go and find them, because I have a place where I put all my controllers, and not only is my other color of the Nixie Wizard not there, but these aren't there, and I don't know what I did with them. Anyway, regardless, let's not focus on that. let's talk about this bad boy. So yeah, this is cool because this is going to allow me to play. This is going to allow me to retire, sort of semi-retire, my Wavebird wireless when I play GameCube or Wii games with controllers. It'll allow me to use this instead, and I am ridiculously excited to be able to play those games without having to continue to use a almost 30-year-old controller at this point. It's gorgeous. I really love these guys. Nixie. I really love them. I love everything they do. Very excited. Anyway, Tuesday, my dudes. Forgot what day it was. Tuesday. Wednesday, my dudes. I don't know if I corrected this or not, but I screwed up. On Monday, I thought it was Tuesday. And so in the recording, I am 99% certain. I mean, future Sam will figure this out because he'll be editing and he'll be like, "Damn it, Sam." But I'm pretty sure I messed up and said Tuesday when it was actually Monday. I had a really long day on Monday, you see, and it felt like way too long for one day. But it is now Wednesday, my dudes, May 15th. You're under construction, always improving while making life impossible for everyone else. I mean, I gotta be honest, I'm 50. I don't think I'm under construction anymore. I think what you have is what you're gonna get. I mean, I guess I am improving in other ways, like mentally and emotionally, but physically, I'm well into my maintenance phase. We got people having to come in and like patch over the stucco and fix the plumbing and foundation. You're about to fall into the ground, so you got to go prop it up. It's all falling apart, you see. I have one package, but I also have a mess here that I haven't cleaned up. I finally got around to unboxing the Atari 400 Mini, and I am just geeking out entirely over this tiny little thing. Hold on. Oh, Jesus! Fall over, Sam. That's what you want to do. So this is my Atari 400. This was my first system when I was a kid. When I was 4 years old, my parents bought this for me. At least I think I was 4. I don't remember when this came out. If it came out in 78, then I was 5. Anyway, I've been geeking out because it's so fun. It's so fun. This tiny little guy. I haven't hooked it up yet though because I recently overhauled my HDMI setup. I might have mentioned this before. Recently, as in like within the last like 5 months or so. And I have everything hooked up. I encountered a problem, namely that my gaming PC didn't like going through. It didn't play nicely with my HDMI switches. It was way too greedy, and it would always like make anything else that was hooked up to the HDMI switch like not work. In addition to that, like Windows like refused to detect the monitor, so like it didn't realize the monitor could support HDR, and it didn't realize the monitor could support, or the TV could support, 120 hertz, megahertz, 120 hertz, whatever. It didn't realize it's hertz. It wasn't able to detect that stuff, even though every other like video game console can detect through the switches that I have. Windows wouldn't. So I basically had to plug Windows into an HDMI slot all on its own, which is suboptimal considering I want to plug so many things in. And then I had to do like this crazy daisy chain thing that I got a little bit depressed that I was going to have to do a daisy chain thing. So I hooked up one thing to the daisy chain and then stopped. And I need to finish it because that's where this is going to go. This I don't have my retro tink hooked up either. That's also going to go in there. I also haven't hooked up my PlayStation 1 Classic that I've modded with a bunch of ISOs. And that one's not hooked up. I also don't have my Dreamcast hooked up. Those are all things that are kind of set for this thing. So that's the reason I haven't opened it until last night, literally. And why I haven't hooked it up, even though I got this package like a week or two ago. Anyway, let's get to the package today. Let me put this back. Alrighty. The package today is from Broke Studio. Now here's the deal. I don't know what this is. It could be any number of things. I kickstarted a lot of Broke Studio games over the last couple of years. And to be honest, I can't keep track of what has and hasn't shipped and what has and hasn't been completed. So it's likely this is a Kickstarter item. But it could also be something that I just went and bought from their website. And I did, like today, I was looking over at their stuff and I was like, oh man, there's some stuff here I would like to get. Didn't actually order anything yet, but my point is I could have done that here. So until we open it, if I can just, we don't know what it is. What is it? Where are you? Oh, hey! Oh, wow! Oh my gosh! Yes! This is absolutely something that I kickstarted. This is a cyberpunk. They're calling it an adventure game. I was under the impression it had some RPG elements, but whatever. It's a cyberpunk game for. It's the NES, right? This is an NES game. Let me open it because my memory tells me that it's NES, but my memory isn't always what it's cracked up to be. And that's not because I'm getting old. My memory's always been this way. Thank you very much. I remember things that are important, and things that aren't important, I don't remember. I think it's an NES because it's a cardboard box. So, Broke Studios puts out, if it's like a Genesis game, they're going to put it out in a like a clamshell, and if it's a Super NES game, it's going to be a different shape. So I am 99% certain that it is, boom, an NES game. But yeah, does it fit in? I always like it when those fit in. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, I kickstarted this. And I kickstarted it like practically sight unseen because I am such a fan of Broke Studios' work. They tend to find a lot of really interesting games that little developers are working on and promote them and make, physical editions of the games. And so I got it. I'm going to have to try this out tonight. Wednesday, my dudes. Thursday, my dudes. May 16th. You were born for greatness and waiting around in lines for stuff, apparently. I mean, humans are meant to queue. So, one package, and I still haven't hooked this up. I know yesterday I said that I got it out, and I was like all geeking out at it, but I haven't hooked it up because last night I just played video games and I didn't want to do any work. So one package. It is from PlayAsia, and I will admit I'm a touch excited for this. It's two games. One of them I'm excited for, and I remember what it is, and the other one I don't remember what it is. But I remember it being something that I was interested in, clearly, because I bought it. But let's open it. Wow, their packaging it's gotten really hard to open. Ha 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 ha. Alright. Joy-Con stickers that I will never use. Play-Asia sticker that I'm going to put in the thing and not stick on anything. And more of their little thing that I'll give to my daughter. Although she's filled up one of her shelves with these. I don't think she has room for it anymore. I don't think she cares about it anymore. So, alright, 2 games. One is Alone in the Dark, the modern remake, which got mediocre reviews, but I mean, I was a huge fan of the original, and I'm a fan of, what's his name, David Harbour. I think he's awesome. So, I don't know, mediocre reviews on something that I have interest in, warranted purchase. This is the one that I was really excited for, Stellar Blade. I played the demo of this and I absolutely loved it. It's a Souls-like. Isn't this like a smaller studio? But it's a studio that like Sony has like funded so that this would be like an exclusive for the platform. I could be speaking out my ass. This is all stuff that it's been my impression that it's that way, but I could be wrong. But they're a Korean studio, I think. It doesn't say, and I'm hitting the phone with my head, my bulbous head. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. I loved the demo. It's a Souls-like with anime stuff. I mean, I'm not a big fan of anime bullshit, but I really enjoyed the gameplay on this, so I'm excited to play it. Thursday, my dudes. Friday, my dudes, May 17th. When life shuts a door, open it again. That's how doors work. 2 packages, both from Limited Run Games. They're both enormous. Probably too big to open directly under the camera. So I apologize. Boy, Limited Run Games sure has been in the news a lot lately. A lot of negative stuff. I guess people are complaining that the record that I actually just got last week is garbage. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. I'll admit I haven't listened to it, so I can't verify that. But it sure does seem that Limited Run, after being acquired by, I forget what big mega corporation bought them, it sure does seem that they're feeling pressure to grow their market, which is dumb because limited physical editions is a fairly bespoke niche market. And so it's just dumb that they're getting this extra, what I'm perceiving to be extra pressure internally, because they're expanding into a whole bunch of stuff that they never did before. I mean, like right now, at the time of this recording, the Far Cry Blood thing, Blood Thunder? I don't remember what it's called. It's the DLC for Far Cry 4, I think. It's the last Far Cry that I really played and enjoyed. I've played Far Cry since, but I've found that the modern Far Cry's just be too tedious. Just open world Ubisoft nonsense that just doesn't respect my time and isn't fun to play. But Blood Thunder or Blood Tropic or whatever the hell it was called was a good expansion, and they're selling it as a standalone. But I noticed today, just now, like just not now, but today, I noticed that they're selling a jacket. You can get this $100 jacket for the Far Cry thing. It's like that. That's stupid. I mean, I am definitely somebody who spends way too much money on, bespoke limited edition game crap, but even I think the fucking jacket for a Far Cry, the last good Far Cry DLC, is a ridiculous cash grab. So, anyway, I guess what I'm saying is that I think that the problem is limited run games, parent companies trying to make them do stuff. But whatever. All right, so this is Cube 2, Ghost Sync, and Buddy Simulator 1984. So, Cube 2 I haven't played. I played Cube 1. I loved Cube 1. It's a puzzler in the same, first-person puzzler in the same vein as something like Portal or the Talos Principle, that sort of stuff. Cube 1 was mind-bending, though. It was brilliant. I loved it. And I haven't played Cube 2, but I'm excited. Ghost Sync, this is another one of these Kemco RPGs, which I keep buying them, and I'm yet to play one, so maybe I should stop buying them. Buddy Simulator 1984. This is like some indie pseudo-horror thing that looked really interesting, and I will admit, I started looking into it, and I was like, oh, this looks like this is my jam, and so I stopped. I didn't want to spoil anything, so I really can't tell you anything about this, other than it's apparently cool. All right, next box. I think it's also from Limited Run Games. Which, by the way, these three things were in a big box like this. That was a little bit excessive. That's a giant fucking box. You don't need to ship it in these giant, enormous boxes. Thank you very much. All right, what do we got in here? Oi. Yeah, this packaging's out of control. All right. Oh, this is the Trip World purchase. Yeah, so Trip World was a Game Boy game, a fairly legendary one from Sunsoft. I never owned it, but I heard it was really good. And this is Limited Run did this special limited edition of the original Trip World. So this is the original one. And then Trip World DX, which was a Game Boy Color version. And then Trip World DX on the Switch, which is the Game Boy Color version again. So I have the same game 3 times, 3 subtly different versions. Boy, I like this. It's kind of, I don't know if this is going to come out in the video, but it's got this kind of metallic sheen to the artwork. I really dig. I have to be honest, I haven't been like a lot of the limited run box art have been kind of by the books, nothing spectacular for many years, which is one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of super rare games, because they tend to put a lot of effort in. But I have to be honest, this is a cool one. This is the first one in many years that I have encountered that looks cool. Anyway, it's Friday. It's the end of the week. End of the video. See ya.